Hi, everyone. This is Tracy Browder. I've gotten a lot of questions or desires or requests to give a Goose Chase tutorial. But before I get started, let me tell you why Goose Chase. In COVID 19, shelter in place that we're all kind of living right now, I found that it's really good to have a something for the kids to look forward to at the end of the week, something fun and a way they can connect. And Goose Chase was the answer for me. And it's not just for my class. I open it up to the entire grade level. So that's like 120 kids playing a high energy, fast paced game all at the same time. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt. The questions, we don't call them questions, they're actually missions. And so let's take a look at how to get started. You would need to sign up first of all, and you would use your school issued email address to set up the account. Once you do that, we're going to go to My Games. When we click on My Games, you can see that I already have several games set up. So I'm going to walk you through setting up a new game. There we go. Goose Chase is great at giving support. There are step by step instructions over here that show you what each category is and what it's asking you to do. So, the first thing it asks us to do is upload an image for your game. I like to start with the name of the game first. So, we're just going to call this Show What You Know. Then the game description. Challenge yourself to have fun with friends and show what you know. Pretty simple. We're going to upload an image. Um, we'll just use a fun one. I used that previously. Okay, so we've uploaded an image, we've given the game name, we've given the description. You don't need the location. You may wonder why that. You know how geocaching works? Well, say for instance, if it's like college age kids and you're on a goose chase and you're finding things and you have to move around and you have to kind of check in with your location. Would absolutely not advise that with school age children. I do set a password for the game. Simple, really simple password. When you finish, you hit save and continue. Now, this next screen takes you to the actual setup of the game. Here's what I advise. Lesson learned. The questions, which we call missions, have a picture next to them, just a way to make it fun and engaging. So figure out what pictures you're going to use first and figure out the question. So, what picture goes with what question? Have that already in advance. And you'll see why that's helpful in a minute. So, the setup tab, the setup column takes you down everything we need to do. We just finished game info. Now we're on missions. You can go to the mission bank, which is kind of the database for Goose Chase. You can look at your previous missions that you have established. I am just going to simply, and you think you could click plus here, but you can't. You have to actually click add mission to list. So let's see. The first one is going to be, and I'm going to do a couple of different questions just so you can see this is something that works for all grade levels. So let's start with drop a tune. I'm going to want them to have fun, not just about the academics, especially with the older kids. You get to connect with them on a totally different level. They can share, their favorite movie, favorite song. So I'm going to actually ask them to sing a line from your favorite song. Okay. Now you also get to add an image, and you think you would do that right here, but you don't. We'll go to attach image. I actually set up a folder on my desktop in advance. Um, let's see. Let me go to the desktop. There it is. Which image do I want? Music notes. Now the image will appear here, but when you run the game, it'll actually be right next to the question that you're asking. So we've attached the image. You can assign points. Since I'm asking them to be brave, you click on this. So you have this is the I guess the established points, but you can go in and you can change points. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to give them 700. Whoops, not that many. 700 points. So we've given the title, the description, we've added the image. Yeah. I told you a minute ago, you think this is where you add the image? It's not. This is how do you want them to upload their response? I love photos and videos, especially now because it gives the kids an opportunity to connect. They won't see each other in real time, but they'll see each other as close to real time as possible. And the way they do that, and this is what you tell your families, is they get to go when they're playing the game, go into participants, and you'll see rankings, and that's how they get to see the feed. So we want to click on photo and video. And if I actually want them to upload a video, I'm going to say upload video because you want to see them singing, just a way to have fun and laugh. When you finish, save image. Oh, I'm sorry, just save changes. I said save image. Now we want to add one more. Go to add mission to list. And you're going to think, oh, wow, Tracy, really? This question is picture it. So notice how I'm trying to come up with fun mission names, and then the description will be more of the instructions. I want them to draw and label a prokaryotic. Yes, I am. This one's thanks to my 14-year-old son. I went and said, Donovan, can you tell me a good high school science question? Draw and label a prokaryotic cell. Okay, they're gonna. We did our little mission name. Picture it. It's set up to photo or video. I'm okay with either photo or video for that. I am going to attach the image. Should take me right back. I already found a pencil and paper because that's the image. You try to get an image that will connect to what you're saying. Since I want them to draw and write, it makes sense to get a pencil and paper. Okay, let's see. Asking them to do a lot. I'm feeling generous. Give them 1,000 points for that. Save changes. Now, you get the gist. So I'm not going to keep going with the questions, but I've asked them something fun. I'm asking something instructional, and you can keep it a mixture. So we have saved our changes. That was the missions. This is the game script. Tells you when the game, well, it doesn't tell you when the game starts and ends because we haven't set it up. But the script basically shows you what you have in the game so far. And again, there's your instructions. They are so good at walking you through. On the participants tab, this is so very important because my settings got changed inadvertently when I was updating some software. I normally have the kids play as individual players. It preset back to teams. It caused so much confusion for the parents. They had difficulty logging on. So be absolutely sure that you always check the participants tab and see how it's set up. I am going with individual players, and I'm not doing this part. So when parents log in and set up, they will get to do this. Only takes a quick second. You can send invites from here, but I'm not doing that yet. Let's go to start and stop time. Let's see. Automatic. I'm going to set this for today because I'm going to see if I can make this go live while we're on. I don't know if I can. It's 12:17 now. Let's see if we can do it at 12:25. I think we can do it at 12:22. Okay. So that's your, oh, geez. I always forget that. Okay. You have to, let's see, 12. Can I do it real quick? I think I can. I don't know if it'll let me start at 12:22 or if it does incremental on the half hour. So we'll set it and we'll make it 12:20. Then you set it. So we've got the game scheduled. That's it. It shows it right there. As soon as that moves. There we go. There's your game code. That's what you'll share. And there's no, yep, we don't have to save this. So once the game goes live, this is where you click and you'll see the activity feed. The activity feed, this is what I watch, and that'll let you know when kids are actually in the game. It'll have a little bubbles to show that somebody's posting something. And mine asks me to give permission for them to upload it. Not really permission, but like on my end, I have to click sometimes for the pictures to populate. But you'll see that if it prompts you for a message. Here's if you want to share out a hashtag for parents to share on social media. Leaderboard. The leaderboard is, this is so cool because this is where the points show up. And this is very important. So if you want to send a message, you would say, in fact, I used to think that you just start typing and then send now will pop up, but I was never sure if the message was going through. It wasn't. So this is what you do. When you click in this box right here, when all the players are logged in, the first choice will be send to all participants, and then it'll have names under here, Lisa, Mike, Joe, John, all of that. You'll click on send to all participants, and then you'll type your message. It's not live now, so it may not, yeah, so it's not live, so it won't let me actually send it. But that's where you do that. And like I said, it's really important once the game goes live that you click here and then select send to all participants. You can manually adjust scores. If you have teams, you can remove a team. Let's say somebody's being inappropriate. You do have the right to actually remove them. Submissions, if you wanted to download them, you can. That's up to you. And sharing the game, that's the fun part. So you would copy this link and copy the game code, and then you'll share the game code and the password. And let's say you don't remember what the password is, go back to game info. Remember, we set it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to show you something else. There's, to make it easy on parents, there's information to send them. So go back to the home page. Sorry, I forgot how it works. And then scroll all the way to the bottom. See the frequently asked questions. View all FAQs. And we'll go to GooseChase EDU. How do students and staff join my game? You'll click here, and then it will give you the option to download and save the PDF document. And this is what I save, and then I actually add it into I embed the link into a document, our learning guide that we push out every week. So it's not a bunch of emails. So in the learning guide, they have a link that takes them to the instructions. And then at the top of the link, next to the link, I also put the game code and the game password. Now I'm going to go back to my games. It's 12:21, so that game should be going live in just a minute if this works the way I hope it does. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Haha, it worked. It's live. So the game is live right now. And the cool thing, when the game goes live, you get to jump down to activity feed, and there's nothing there yet, but If people were playing, of course, there's nothing there. If people were playing, you get to see their activity feed come on. Then you would go to leaderboard. And on the leaderboard, see now that that's populated and available, I can click and say, welcome, everyone. Let's have some fun. And, well, hold on. This is always so tricky. I wonder, is it not letting me, it may not be letting me do it up because nobody's logged in. So you have to be sure to select send to all. There we go. Do you see what I just did? Send to all participants. This is the only way you know your message is going through. Welcome, everyone. Let's have some fun. And when I'm posting, when they're uploading, I let them know I miss them or we miss them, all the teachers. I ask the parents to give us a shout out on social media and tag GooseChase, just a good way to communicate. So the game is live. While the game is live, I can be sending messages. So that box now stays open. Also, you can manually adjust scores. I can choose a team. It won't let me do individual. And let's go to, nobody's here, so I don't know if this is going to work, what I want to show you. Yeah. On on the activity feed, when participants show up, you can actually click at the bottom of their activity and add bonus points. So, like if they really, really rocked it and knocked it out of the box, you can add bonus points. Now, the game is over, but if the game would have been, normally I set my game for 30 minutes, and if the game is still going and I really want to give kids more time, you can go back into start and stop. And I could have modified my time here and extended the game to go longer. So, friends, that is it for GooseChase. Um, I am Tracy Browder. You can find me on Twitter primarily and Facebook, but Twitter is Tracy Browder, and email me at Tracy, TRACI, at Tracy Browder, BROWDER, Tracy at tracybrowder.com. If you have any questions, if you want to give me a shout out on email and let me know how awesome of a time you had, I'd love to hear about it. I certainly hope this helped you, and enjoy.